If you have a federal student loan, the government just cut your interest rate by a full percentage point. You have until September 30th to lock it in. And most people are going to miss it.
Most? Out of how many?
More than 42 million federal borrowers. And only about 40% are even set up to get this. Before the pandemic, it was over 80%. So more than half are about to leave free money on the table without realizing it.
From Trek for Wealth, this is the podcast. I'm Grant.
And I'm Avery. Today, a 1% rate cut, 2 brand new repayment plans, and a September deadline hiding a much bigger reset.
And I want to be honest with people up front. The 1% itself is the small story here.
Wait, you're underselling your own headline?
I'm setting it up. On a $10,000 loan, that 1% saves you about $8 a month. $8. So if all you hear today is go click the button, fine, click it. But the real story is what's changing underneath it on July 1st. And to understand that, you have to know how we got a system where your loan payment can depend on your paycheck in the first place.
Let's get into it.
1955. An economist named Milton Friedman writes an essay called The Role of Government in Education. And he floats a strange idea. What if paying for college didn't work like a loan at all? What if, instead, you paid back a slice of your future income? More if you earn a lot, less if you don't.
So, not a fixed bill, a percentage.
A percentage. The intellectual seed of everything we're about to talk about. Now, fast forward to 1971, Yale University. Another economist, James Tobin, actually builds a version of it. A plan where students could postpone tuition and pay it back based on what they later earned.
Okay, and did anybody famous use that?
A Yale law student at the time named Bill Clinton.
No.
And here's the arc. Decades later, in 1993, President Bill Clinton signs the first federal income-driven plan into law. Income contingent repayment. The student who once paid his own way on a share of income plan grows up and makes it national policy.
That's a full circle moment. So that's where it starts. Then what?
Then, it just keeps getting rebuilt. And it wasn't only us. Australia rolled out the first national version of this in 1988, and the idea spread to Britain, New Zealand, Sweden.
So the whole world was wrestling with the same question at once.
The same one. And back home, the alphabet soup kept coming. IBR in 2007, PAYE in 2012, RepayY in 2015, SAVE in 2023. Every few years, a new set of letters, a new formula.
And that question being, how much can a person actually afford to pay?
That's it exactly. Because the history of your student loan bill is really the history of a 70-year argument over whether it should be a fixed payment or a slice of your paycheck.
And we're still arguing about it, 70 years later.
We're still arguing. Which brings us to right now.
Right. So on June 18th, the Department of Education announces this. Walk me through what's actually in it.
3 things bundled together. Thing 1, the rate cut. There's always been a 0.25% discount for putting your loans on autopay. They're adding another 0.75% on top for a full 1% off starting July 1st.
And to get it, I have to be on autopay by September 30th.
By September 30th. If you're already enrolled, you do nothing. It just happens. And the discount runs through June of 2028. It applies to direct loans taken out after July 1st, 2012, students and parents.
And for context, new federal loans this coming year run around 6.5% for undergrads, even higher for grad students. So 1% off a 6.5% loan is a trim, not a transformation.
Exactly. A useful trim, not a rescue.
Okay, that's thing 1. What are the other 2?
Thing 2. Two new repayment plans go live July 1st. One's called RAP, the Repayment Assistance Plan. It's income-driven. Your payment is based on your income and how many dependents you have. And it has a feature people have begged for. If you make your full payment on time, they match it, so your interest doesn't pile up and your balance actually goes down.
That's the big complaint about the old plans, right? You pay for years and the balance somehow goes up.
For a lot of people, yes.
And the other new one is more of a classic, right? A tiered standard plan. Fixed terms of 10, 15, 20, or 25 years, depending on how much you owe.
That's it. Bigger balances get the longer terms and the lower monthly payments.
And thing 3, the catch. Because there's always a catch.
The catch is what's leaving. That SAVE plan I mentioned, the 2023 one, it's being wound down. It offered some of the lowest payments ever. For a lot of borrowers, $0 a month. If you were parked on SAVE, you have to pick a real plan now. You can't just sit there.
So the most affordable plan we ever built is the one they just took away.
And that tension is the whole episode, really. So let's do the honest both sides.
Please, because part of me hears 1% off and part of me hears, and we deleted your cheapest option.
Both are true. Side 1, the case for all of this. Autopay genuinely helps people. Borrowers on autopay almost never miss a payment, and missed payments are what wreck your credit and your forgiveness progress. RAP's interest match fixes the single most demoralizing thing about student debt, watching your balance grow while you pay. And rewarding on-time payment is reasonable policy.
And there's a reason the government wants you on autopay, isn't there? This isn't pure generosity.
No, and they said so plainly. More borrowers paying on time means higher repayment rates and a healthier loan portfolio. That's a real motive, but it's not a sinister one. Something can be good for you and good for the government's balance sheet at the same time. Those aren't opposites.
Fair. So then, the case against?
Side 2. The discount is tiny. $8 a month on 10 grand. Critics like the financial aid expert Mark Kantrowitz have basically said the financial benefit is minimal. And it's arriving at the exact moment the most generous plan is disappearing, so millions of people will see their payments go up even with the 1%. The sweetener is real. It's just much smaller than the thing being taken away.
And there's a practical risk too, isn't there? With autopay itself.
There is. Servicers make mistakes. There are documented cases. One borrower who was supposed to owe $0 got auto-charged over $2,000 in a single month. So autopay is good, but you still have to watch your statements. Automatic is not ignore it.
Okay, so as a borrower standing in the middle of all this, what do I actually do? Give me the moves.
5 of them. Move 1. If you're in repayment, turn on autopay, or confirm you're already on it before September 30th. Yes, it's $8, but the bigger prize is never missing a payment, because missed payments cost you forgiveness progress worth thousands.
Move 2, and this is the urgent one for a specific group. If you are on SAVE, pick a real plan now. Don't sit in forbearance waiting. Go to studentaid.gov, use the loan simulator, and compare RAP against the tiered standard against the older plans before the system moves you somewhere you didn't choose.
Exactly. Run your numbers. The best plan depends entirely on your income, your balance, and whether you're chasing forgiveness. Move 3. If you're in default, there's a specific path. Log in to studentaid.gov, consolidate your loans, choose a repayment plan, and then set up autopay. That's also how you get out from under the garnishment risk we covered back in episode 19.
And one specific flag for parents. If you've got Parent Plus loans, the consolidation timing really matters for keeping income-driven access. We went deep on that in episode 31, so if that's you, go back and run that play before you touch anything else.
That one's worth its own checklist. Don't freelance it.
Move 4 is the one people skip and regret. When you apply for an income-driven plan, give the department consent to pull your tax info straight from the IRS. It's faster and it prevents errors. And then, set a calendar reminder to recertify your income every single year.
Because if you miss that recertification, you can get bumped off your plan and watch your interest balloon. The calendar reminder is free insurance.
And move 5, the big one. Don't let a 1% discount tempt you into a bad refinance.
This is the one that can really cost you. Autopay discounts, wraps interest match, public service forgiveness, all of that only exists on federal loans. The second you refinance into a private loan to chase a lower rate, you throw every one of those protections away forever. For most people with federal loans, the answer is stay federal.
It's the oxygen mask rule again, isn't it? Like episode 11.
Same rule. Don't give up a guaranteed protection to chase a slightly smaller number. Positioning beats prediction.
So bring it home for me.
Think about that 70-year arc. A conservative economist in 1955, a Yale plan in 71, a president who used it and then signed it into law, and a fight that's still going. Every few years, another set of letters trying to answer one human question. What can this person actually afford? You can't predict which plan survives the next election, but you can prepare. Click the button by September 30th. Pick your plan on purpose. Watch your statements. Stay federal. Preparing without predicting. Always.
1%, 2 new plans, and a 70-year argument that isn't over. That's Trek for Wealth. Keep trekking.